We are rolling.
All right, this is our rehearsal presentation for our community action proposal presentation, and we'd just like to say that the rehearsal studio was triple booked this time, and they actually closed it down here. So we are going to have to do this in front of a iMac poster. We have the slides in our hands just because there's no slide in the background, but we can submit it to you if you'd like. All right, so enjoy. The purpose of this proposal is to get the Georgia Tech Seismic Department, that's the Center for Education Integrating Science, Math, and Computing. We would like them to either further or just adopt what we already have of the REACH program. And REACH stands for Reforming Education at Children's Homes. It's a series of at-home or at-school seminars that encourage at-home learning. So we're going to start off by just introducing ourselves, the members of the group. I'm Steve Irochi, I'm a fifth-year management major and operations concentration, and I'm the team leader.
Hi, I'm Sam Shu. I am a third-year IE major, and I'm doing a lot of the logistics of our project, along with organization of some of the main topics.
All right, hi, I'm Kristen Breitenbach. I'm a third-year management student concentrating in accounting, and I am the research coordinator.
I'm Jason White. I'm a fifth-year management major, and I am the technical coordinator and web coordinator for this project.
Hey, I'm Stephen Reich, and I'm a third-year management major, and I was the communications coordinator.
I'm Brian Cole. I'm a third-year management major, and I'm concentrating in marketing, and I was in charge of logistics and operations. All right. The biggest problem facing Georgia schools right now is our test scores are really low. In 2009, Georgia had a 10% failure rate in all grades, and with the 90% success rate, all the average scores were below the national average. So even when we're doing good, we're still falling below average. And according to the Department of Education, Georgia is ranked in the bottom 10 for the past 5 years in states in education, and we continue to cut budgets.
Next, we're going to talk about the seminars, which we believe are one of the most important parts of our proposal. And we're going to be hosting these learning seminars that will take place several times throughout the school year. And we'll focus on enhancing basic study environments, just basic study skills, and time management, just to let the parents and kids know that it is important to fit in your studying and schoolwork. And learning as a family, we believe it's just really important to get the parents involved to help motivate their children. And tools and resources for the future, just basic skills and tools that they can carry on throughout their education.
Hey, so next I'll be talking about the seminar breakdown. Basically, in our seminars, we're going to come in and we're going to bring in parents and children. We're going to introduce ourselves and basically introduce our topic and what we're trying to get across to the families. We would tell them kind of the outline of what our night's topic is. We definitely want to bring home good study skills to kind of reiterate how important education at home is, along with in the classroom. And through that, we're going to break down into smaller groups. Parents will go with some volunteers, and students will go with others. And through that, the volunteers will help organize like some study skills that should be implemented. With the parents, we'll talk about how they can help achieve these goals. We'll talk about how the students will, to put down the video games once in a while, every night or so. And then we'll come back together and we'll collaborate and we'll kind of come up with a direct way of implementing that in the household environment and put it back into the school environment. And then finally we'll end with questions and answers and food and refreshments. But a preliminary thing that we would do is give a survey to the students to which we would find out what their comfortable study environment is, in the library or in their room or on the couch. We'll find out what kind of skills they already have so that we can work towards furthering that skill set. And we'll We'll talk about how much time they spend currently and how much time they spend currently working with their parents on school projects and school homework, and see where we can mesh the two together. We're just trying to find out what's the most effective way for studying at home.
All right, Steven and I are going to cover some of the challenges our group's going to be facing in doing this. I'm going to cover 3 of them that we see as internal challenges that we're going to have to deal with as this small group and as we begin to find volunteers and partners to lead this. The first is time conflicts. Getting a large group and getting our group to meet together and finding times that we all have in common to meet is sometimes difficult. And getting a larger group of volunteers, find common times for training and common times to meet and do this seminar, also times that'll work for the schools where we plan to have these seminars. It's going to be a challenge. We could use surveys. For example, SurveyMonkey has the ability to do time surveys. That's one avenue we could use. Another problem is going to be the graduation of members, or just the shifting of members in and out of the group. Some of us are going to be graduating pretty soon and leaving the group. It's going to leave responsibilities open that are going to have to be filled. People are going to have to step up. So a system to make this transition as smooth as possible. The third is a lack of volunteers. The response to this is going to be to generate interest, to tell them what we're about in such a way, to market ourselves essentially in such a way that they will be interested and they're going to be willing to put their time and effort and talents toward our project. One of these ways is through advertising. So here's a possible flyer that one of our group members put together. Yeah. This title is "Interested in Helping Your Community," and this is not in color, but it's got our color scheme on it. It's nice. It explains briefly what we're about. So if they're interested, they have contact information as well, and a link to our website where they can find out more information and get in contact with us about helping.
3 external problems that can affect the success of this program, or this proposal that we're doing, are what I'm about to cover. Lack of parental support is a big one. Parents are one of the main drivers of success, or one of the main drivers of success of this program, and if they are not in full swing of things when it comes to taking their kids to the program, going to the program, taking notes, taking the message home, then the program is not going to be a success, because kids relate to their parents, and kids are going to mimic their parents. And if their parents aren't stressing the importance of schoolwork and whatnot, then their kids are obviously not going to care as much either. You would think that schools would be jumping on board for this program, but one of the other problems could be is schools not willing to devote the time and resources, like the space, like at a lunchroom or cafeteria or gymnasium. If we don't have the space or the resources to perform one of these seminars, then obviously it's not going to be able to. We're not going to be able to reach those families. Another one is taking the message home. If, like I said earlier, if parents aren't taking the message home and learning and implementing the skills that they learn at these seminars in the home, then obviously the kids aren't going to benefit as much as if the parents had done so.
As Stephen mentioned, not all Atlanta public schools are going to accept this right away. So what we figured we would do is we would draw upon Seismic's multiple contacts at 4 major elementary schools that they work with on a day-to-day basis. Those are Herndon Elementary, Bethune Elementary, Centennial Elementary, and Fickett Elementary. Now we've been working with these, or Seismic has been working with these schools for years now, and they've loved everything that Seismic has implemented. They're obviously very open-minded, and it would be very easy to get in touch with their administrators and implement REACH as well. The parents of the students at these schools know what Georgia Tech is about and what it's already done for their kids, so they'd also be more willing to accept REACH and to attend the seminars. So that was our main starting point of those 4. We'd like to expand, obviously, to as many schools as possible. As the results come in and the kids do better on their standardized tests and whatnot, I think it'll be much easier to prove to other schools that this is a worthwhile program. So, in conclusion, we'd just like to say, first of all, thank you to our guests that came out to review this proposal. And this program is really all about just helping the community and future generations. And there's really no cost you can put on that, but the benefits for it are, infinite. So if you would like to ask any further questions, please let us know, or if you'd like to look up other information, as mentioned before, we do have a website, or to see any of us after the presentation. Thank you.